The Gaming Weekly still on high alert, and so are the great TGW players after the very frightening and alarming scene that we witnessed this past week. The Gaming Weekly is going out of control. Welcome to Halo Reach on a night where we're going to crown the 4th #1 contender to face AdrianTheVoice for the Sword Tournament Championship on the line next week. And what a way to kick off the broadcast, picking up right where we left off from the 2-year anniversary. This is Gladiator, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, this is a packed night. All these great TGW players doing all they can to win the match. AdrianTheVoice alongside my partner XboxFreakPete side. And partner, this hacker, do you think it will show up tonight? We'll find out in TGW. But nonetheless, I mean, how are you feeling? Everybody's a bit weary after what's been going on for the past couple of weeks. TGW really is on high alert.
I mean, honestly, I'm the XboxFreakPete. I'm the one and only. I'm the Sword Tournament champion, and you know, as you can see, I'm not scared of anything. You know?
Oh, and on that freak, somebody getting struck down. Can I stop you right there? Because you are in the midst of controversy, primarily because you claim to be the Sword Tournament champion, when in reality, Undead Freak 78 is indeed the Sword Tournament champion. We're going to go ahead and take you back to this anniversary celebration. It was when Undead Freak 78 won the Sword Tournament championship fair and square. He was active that night. It was back in May, though, Xbox.
Hey,
won. Go ahead.
I wasn't there to defend my championship. If I was there to defend my championship, I would still be proclaimed as the champion.
Well, it's all about being active in the TGW community for you to defend the title. The great TGW fans deserve an active champion. And speaking about you, Xbox, you didn't even win a Sword Tournament matchup anyway, let alone the fact that you told everybody that you won the match because the board gave you the title, right? You didn't win the match.
Listen. You want to talk about being active? I've been here for 2 years. That's what you call being active, all right?
Being active in the TGW community for you to defend the championship, not months after.
If anyone has a problem with me being Sword Tournament champion, they could say it right in the broadcast.
Well, it's funny you mention that because there is another person that has a problem you being the Sword Tournament champion. Somebody by the name of Altered Beast. Altered Beast also is voicing his opinion, stated that he's the Sword Tournament champion, although I have to respectfully disagree, though. Altered Beast is not the Sword Tournament champion.
What's funny? He isn't here tonight.
Right, he's not here.
Being inactive, all right? I'm here.
Well, speaking about Altered Beast, though, partner, I'll tell you one thing, Altered Beast back in January did defeat an opponent for the Sword Tournament champion on the line, and then the same thing happened. He wasn't active, so obviously he had to relinquish the championship, so he had to crown a new Sword Tournament champion. But the thing about you, Xbox, at least Altered won a match to become the Sword Tournament champion. If I recall correctly, he didn't win a match.
I bet Altered Beast hasn't held 2 championships at one time, has he? No, he hasn't, because he's not the one on the XboxFreakPete. Alright, he's not here. He's probably sleeping right now.
Isn't it a little convenient, though, partner, that when Altered Beast isn't on the broadcast, you say all these things, and when Altered is in the party, you have nothing to say to him?
I would say it, even if he is here in the party.
Hey, there's got to be someone else as well that we got to talk about. His name is Titan. You see, last week in TGW broadcast live on air is, of course, Bat joining us on the game of this Gladiator matchup. Every single person going to do all they can to try to win. Of course, the last man standing will be the Gladiator, but remember, the person with the most amount of points will be the winner of the matchup. But going back to Titan, though, ladies and gentlemen, Titan, at first, he was going to be involved in that fatal 4-way Sword Tournament champion on the line. However, he had to back down. Well, there's a lot of rumors going on in TGW. Apparently he wants to come back to actually become a contender again. So we're going to be determining a new #1 contender to replace Titan. But the thing about that is Titan wants to return to be involved in the matchup. I mean, I have no idea what's going on in the mind. The fact that Titan isn't really choosing or picking wisely, if you ask me.
I mean, I got respect for you guys because whenever I was claimed champion, he wanted to challenge me, and I did accept, but unfortunately for him, he's not here tonight. But I'm here.
Titan's not here, along with Altered Beast, XboxFreakPete, and AdrianTheVoice at game side. We do have to call the action here tonight on Halo Reach. You know, it's been 8 years since Halo Reach has come out. Some of the great TGW players still play it. Of course, center of the ring, center of the map, and you see all the great Spartans. Yes. And
it'll take 8 years for Hour-Long Titan and Altered Beast to come back to TGW. How about that?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, they are great TGW players nonetheless. Maybe their attitude is a bit overwhelming, but when it comes to their ethics, I have to give it up to them.
They may be great, but they will never be XboxFreakPete.
Yeah, that's nice. That is real nice. You just claim that you're the best, aren't you?
I am the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, here tonight on Gladiator, every single person relentlessly beating the tar out of these opponents. Take a look at AOD. He has the rocket launcher now, the sniper rifle. That sniper rifle application that can be shot right into the skull of the opponent. The opponent has to watch out. They're going to be behind the cutty right now as Choman has, the fuel rod and the, oh my God. Did you see the impact? What impact? Xbox, this is one of the most incredible games, and you're not even here to broadcast this.
Yeah, because my reach screwed up, and then
excuses,
now I
excuses.
have to re-download the darn thing. No, it's true. It's true.
I'm sure it is.
Reason. At least I'm commentating. Oh, along with the best TGW opponent of all time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You actually complimented me. Since when? Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Can't believe you and I are on the same page now.
Unlike all other people, you know, like whenever we have a guest in the party, they're like, oh yeah, man, AdrianTheVoice, man, he sucks at commentary. Well, it's not like they've ever done commentary before.
Speaking about guests, we got to talk about Sober Swine. Sober Swine this past week in TGW spilling the beans that, well, looks like Christina is still upset. Well, I should say Jessica's still upset over the fact that she lost against her father in that first ever TGW dad versus daughter matchup. Well, Sober Swine said that he was going to help Jessica. Sober Swine is here to announce something, because remember the last time Sober Swine was here? He said that there was going to be an online dating show for Jessica to find a new boyfriend to make sure she is happy. Nonetheless, Sober Swine is here to confirm more of that. Hello, Sober. Sober Swine, are you there?
Well,
perhaps maybe Sober Swine. Speaking about inactive. Speaking about inactive.
I'm like, Sober, I'm here. All right, Sober, come on, wake up.
Hey, how about we switch gears and talk about Donald Thompson? You know, Donald Thompson this past week, I mean, he's in the midst of controversy as well. Stated that he was going to go on a honeymoon along with his other daughter known as Christina. Remember, Christina and Donald got married last month in June as this match is continuing. And look at this, flawlessly attacking each other. Hellhound getting shut down. Look at the intensity of these players all fired up tonight, setting up the pace on Gladiator. Going back to the story that I was just alluding to, Donald Thompson, of course, stated that he wants to go on a honeymoon with Christina. Donald Thompson has just joined us in the broadcast tonight. Welcome aboard, Donald Thompson.
Okay. First off, it's great to see you, FreakPete. You steal the show with great commentary. But as for Adrian, yeah, you know, whatever. Nobody cares about you.
Well, nonetheless, though, I do have to ask you what's going to go on next week or whatever when you take your own daughter, Christina, in a honeymoon. Isn't it a little bit weird and odd that you're going to be taking your own daughter in a honeymoon? Come on.
Well, I'm glad you asked, Mr. Adrian. You see, my honeymoon starts now. While you guys are broadcasting, I'm taking some other TGW cameramen out with me so they can film this beautiful honeymoon between me and my lovely daughter Christina. But I gotta go now. Bye.
You know, Donald truly is out of his mind to be taking his own daughter Christina in a honeymoon. Remember, Christina and Donald Thompson got married this past month in the first ever TGW marriage. You were there, Xbox.
Hey, look, I don't care if Donald Thompson likes me other than you or not. What he's doing is so terrible. Alright, I mean, that's a terrible excuse for a human being, you know, just to go out on a honeymoon with his daughter. There's like 3.5 billion women on the planet, and you decide to go out on a honeymoon with your freaking daughter.
Yeah, especially over the fact that Donald was going to take you on a honeymoon. Nonetheless, though, ladies and gentlemen, we do want to let everybody know what's going to happen. We do want to let everybody know.
I'm going to go on a honeymoon with the Sword Tournament Championship. Yeah.
That was good. Well, you got to win the championship first before you claim that. Going back to Sober Swine, and we just got... You're not the champion. It's Undead Freak 78. He won the champion fair and square. He beat everybody. Come on.
Except for me. Except for me.
Well, nonetheless, though, I am going to be calling the action, something you should try to do, although you don't have Halo Reach. Although I do want to make one point, though, talking about this creature.
Yeah, because my daggone game messed up, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hopefully you don't bring that excuse up whenever the Sword Tournament Champion is going to be on the line. When Undead Freak 78, the Sword Tournament Champion defends the title. You're not going to be defending the title. You're going to be coming in as a challenger, just to let you know.
The champion.
Hey, we have an update on Sober Swine.
Freak 78.
Go ahead.
He could say whatever he wants. You could say whatever you want. TGW themselves could say whatever they want. I can't. If I say I'm something, I am it. And when I say I'm the Sword Tournament champion, I am it.
Yeah, but you have to win a match to become a champion. You realize that, right?
And I did.
You didn't win a match. You lost the match, and at the end of the game, you stated that the board gave you that title.
Well, I mean, you can't argue with the board, you know?
You can't argue with the board,
really
but you can't agree with the board, Xbox.
And I did, and that's why I'm the champion.
Well, you had to relinquish it, though. That's why AdrianTheVoice is still the champion. You're going to go all night that you're the Sword Tournament champion. Clearly, you're not the champion. You're going to be defending the title in a couple of weeks. Either next week.
Adrian.
Come on.
Adrian.
It's a disrespect.
You,
but wait a minute,
I've
Xbox. Wait just a second. Hold on for a
fans.
second. Entertaining? You haven't been entertaining anybody. You just completely... Hold on. You won every single week. You claim that you're the Sword Tournament champion. You don't even show up sometimes.
Listen, buddy. For 2 years, I've been entertaining these fans in-game and on commentary. Something you don't know how to do. Alright?
I'm pretty sure I'm carrying you right now. I beg to differ on all the other points, by the way. Nonetheless, moving on to Sober Swine, though, Xbox, we got to talk about this for just a second. It's Hell Hound right now. Ooh, striking down the opponent.
The only thing that you carry is commentary notes. Now go on.
They're not commentary notes. You wouldn't know about commentary notes anyway. Can I talk about Sober Swine now?
No.
What are you gonna do, Oprah?
Yeah. No. It's, talk about the inactive Sober Swine, alright?
Well, I got to talk about Sober Swine because we just got told Sober Swine cannot make it tonight. Rather, Sober Swine's announcement, though, was going to be that Jessica will indeed be here tomorrow to host an online dating session for the first time since 2 years ago. Can you imagine that? For the first time in 2 years, the Gaming Weekly is going to be hosting an online session? An online dating session, that is. Are you going to be participating?
Yeah,
you can tell Jessica that you're the Sword Tournament champion. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
I will...
Wait just a second. There might be a developing story. Sorry to interrupt you, Xbox, but Chocho Man was spawned outside of the map, and I'm not quite sure if we can continue this game night because he's going to continue to respawn. So I'm going to go ahead and end the game so we can continue this game night. So go ahead and what you were saying.
There we go.
Honestly, you cut me off therefore I forgot what I was going to say, but what I can say is I'm the Sword Tournament champion. But look, go on with
Xbox. You know, I'm trying to call the match, something that you should try to do. Although again, I do want to make one point. We do have to. I'm calling the match right now. I'm delivering the points. I'm advancing the stories.
If I'm not in the game.
Exactly, it's your excuse. By the way, you can help me out with the stories if you want. If you want to, probably not going to be helping me out at all.
Yeah, okay. I will help you with your story.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, we have to recap. Well, we have to recap what happened last week. The strange and plain-out scary creature that popped out of the grave has made a mark lately here in TGW, hacking the entire Fortnite lobby this past week. All Fortnite players were standing. They were standing still, more or less, frozen in time. And I mentioned at the top of the show that the Gaming Weekly being out of control, it's like the community is sailing a ship without a captain in its helms because we have no idea what will happen next. And Xbox, in your estimation and your prediction, do you think this creature is even here tonight?
Probably not, because, you know, Silver Swine over here, Altered Beast, Hour-Long Titan. I'm proud that he isn't here either, but guess who is here? XboxFreakPete.
Yeah, you're here on commentary. You're not even in the game.
Yeah. On my daggone game match, I'm going to tell you this.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Sapphire was the man who unburied that very uncanny, that very otherworldly-like creature that popped out of the unnamed grave. Usually graves have names on them, but this was unnamed. So it's very, very scary. The dirt was all over the place. It popped out, and ever since, all these weird things have been happening here in TGW, especially what happened this past week on Fortnite when everybody just was standing still. I understand that the entire Fortnite lobby was hacked, not just the 4 players that we witnessed this past week. AdrianTheVoice and XboxFreakPete game start again. Well, for the first time since the 2-year anniversary, we're hosting Gladiator. Every single person for themselves. They're going to be spawning with so many of the great weapons like gravity hammers and assault rifles, DMRs, pistols. We got fuel rods and the plasma cannon on AdrianTheVoice, of course, looking on. He's actually the rightful Sword Tournament champion. Isn't it funny how the Sword Tournament champion is a lot more active than you? He's showing up in games and he's defending his title, of course, next week. Isn't that a little funny?
Isn't it a little funny that you haven't won a championship because you have been here longer than me?
Of course
it's sad that you haven't even become a champion. Not the 3-year plus tenure that you've been here, alright? In the past 2 years, I've won multiple championships. 2016 commentator of the year. What have you done? You've done nothing.
I'm a commentator. I gotta call the action, something you wouldn't know.
You are good at commentating. I'm good at both. Commentating games.
You're not good at both. Since when are you good at both? Oh, man. You know, I do want to call the action, though. I really do. The gravity hammer just whipped across the entire Spartan's frame. It's Saul Dirt is actually up midair. Be watching right now unfold. Master Chief with the gravity in hand, and it looks like he's going to stand behind the cubby. So can I ask you the strategy in hand? What would it be for Master Chief?
Over.
Oh, don't answer that question because the round's over. Ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight, the #1 contender to determine who's going to be placing hour-long Titan spot. Of course, who's going to be facing on Freak 78, the 4th contender. We're going to find out up next on Halo. Perhaps maybe I'm flustered as well because of this creature that's unleashed. I'll tell you that one.
I am flustered over the fact that you don't think I'm the Sword Tournament champion.
You're not the Sword Tournament. Oh my. What was that?
What was that? Yeah, like, what the crap was that?
Round over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What?
we just heard something. I'm not even sure what it was, but nonetheless, we just heard something. We don't.
Slayer.
Okay. Okay, I got it. I'm being told right now that we're gonna have to go off air right now for just a little bit here. For just a little bit, we're gonna. Ladies and gentlemen, moments ago, we just experienced yet another otherworldly message, perhaps maybe a message sent by the creature that was unburied this past weekend, TGW. We are back here to determine the #1 contender to be the 4th person to that fatal 4-way Sword Tournament champion on the line under Freak 78. It's going to be defending the title against the other 3 contenders. We're going to find out who's going to be the 3rd one. AdrianTheVoice and XboxFreakPete game side, but partner, what the hell just happened moments ago?
Man, I don't know, but fortunately for me, I wasn't in the lobby to experience it.
It was scary, but you did hear the noise, did you? It was like a thunderstorm in the background. It was raining, and I can guarantee the TGW players were on the edge of their seat. I have no idea what is going on. As mentioned, we are still on high alert. Every single person in TGW is going to have the eyes on their back of their head because really this creature can just pop up from out of nowhere. We are going to determine the #1 contender here tonight on Halo Reach and the Voice and XboxFreakPete game side. But Xbox, this is going to be one of the most memorable broadcasts because we're going to be crowning another #1 contender to be entered the matchup. Let's just switch gears because I don't want to talk about that creature anymore. This is going to be the #1 contender spot again. And I'll tell you one thing, what an opportunity for all these great TGW players. What an opportunity, what a chance for them to enter into the Sword Tournament matchup. Again, these champions come a few and far between. This is going to be their moment to try to climb up the ladder to become one of the greatest TGW players of all time. Undead is going to be defending the title against the challengers. Now, Xbox, you know how it feels to be one of the greatest TGW players because you have been a champion in the past.
Yeah, not just a champion. I was holding 2 belts at the same time.
Yeah, Gladiator and Sword Tournament.
No one else has ever done. Yeah.
In the past, as there you see Cho is just continuing on. This is Sword Tournament. Every single person with the energy sword in hand, they're going to have to try to whack the opponent here tonight. Halo Reach, of course, Halo Reach style. Oh my, these two now. And, oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, hey, what is going on in the lobby? Hey! Xbox.
What?
Something's happening in the lobby. Something is going on in the lobby. Something is happening here in the lobby. Oh my God, these people are... How the hell are... Oh my God! Oh my God! This whole lobby's getting hacked! This whole lobby's getting hacked! We gotta go!